What's up, guys, and welcome back to Tabs, where today we're gonna embark on a very, very long project. Now, if you've been watching any of my Tabs content, you'll know that I have a plethora of created units, 333 right now to be exact, and I have sorted them all into factions. So, why not toss them all into a massive round robin, the maximum size possible, and we'll see who comes out on top. So, I'm gonna probably try and get a round out a day, maybe something, but standard rules for tournament
Luck with that
supply.
one.
It's standard rules for my tournament supply. It's just gonna look a bit smoother with my new computer on simulation map because it's fair. Size will be balanced to the best of my ability. This is a good one. And just to spice things up, I have included the standard tabs factions as well. Now, I'm not going to give range units like a super big advantage by placing everything super far back. This is about a moderate distance. This should be good enough for most range units that I have. It's not like I have everything using ballista. But that being said, let's get into our round one of our first match, being Pop Culture versus Souls. Souls from Undertale, including Fear, Hate, and Rainbow. And Pop Culture, which is 4/5 Star Wars and 1/5 Steven Universe. Everything is frozen until I do one single left click. We've also got Steven in the background, so yeah. There you go. I don't need a tutorial right now, game.
Gotta love how it's trying to give you one.
I have like 1,300 hours in this game.
The game? You need a tutorial with 1,300 hours.
So
you
we
need
have
it.
Darth Vader, who's I think 4v1ing the Souls and winning. Over here is Steven Universe, and Emperor Palpatine just dropped a lightning nuke on everything. We have an Omayawamo Shinderu very early from Vader. Abilities are a big part of this, and I did do an ability tier list that some people have wanted to see redone in a better way. So we got one determination of the two, and well, there down he goes.
Blue team died.
So let's try and switch it up here with the ones that we grabbed. I'm gonna do that, and that. Game 2.
You got the. The fuck? Oh, okay.
Okay, Luke Skywalker in here just like 5v1ing everything. Emperor Palpatine, you know, floating around, throwing lightning, doing his thing. We have a nice 1v1 between Determination and Vader. Some people wanting to get in on that. Steven Universe over here just, you know, chucking his shield around. Got a dead Patience over there. Emperor Palpatine still going around nuking things. He's going against the two Hates right now, which are actually a much better matchup. It's fire. We know how Anakin did against fire, but Darth Vader's suit is flame resistant.
Oh, that's fucking good.
Darth Vader's suit is flame resistant, however, it's not going. However, it's going to be enough. Well, that's those two done for this round. Next up, this is one of the things that made me nervous about trying to do this. The Farmer faction costs 3,310, and the Gaming Server faction costs 60,000. So we have it should be 18 of each Farmer faction unit in blue versus 1 of every Gaming Server unit in red. And yeah, now we just start. Yeah, frame rate's gonna be a little rough here, guys. There's wait, I should So we're gonna try and zoom in. We got X30 over here going ham. I think Gray's dead there, but this is where they really need to actually start dealing some damage here. They need to kill these scarecrows, because if they don't, well, they would all die. there's nothing I can do to help Farmer Faction win this. So we're just gonna move on.
Ah.
Next up is going to be the Other Games faction versus the Tribal faction. We have 1 for every unit of the Other Games faction and 17 for all of the Tribal faction. Let's get it underway. I have turned health bars on. Well, that's highly unfortunate. Oh, one of the mammoths is already dead. Turn health bars on so we have a better view of like how close things are. As you can see, Siren Head has opted to lay on the ground and throw a fit rather than fighting. Can I see anything? Sakia going ham, BCM over there. It's Fish Bungeon over here. We got Dust and Goddess of Explosions. That's Asha. A lot of Slap City characters. Yeah, well, they made the mammoths extinct while I was talking. Next up is going to be a Tabs Royal Rumble with the Secret Faction versus the Medieval Faction. 16 of all Medieval units and 1 for every Secret unit. Now this could go very poorly for the Medieval Faction, depending on what that box holds. What was in the box? Oh, it was just a bank robber. Okay, yeah, no, this isn't gonna go well. We have the giant squad just farming things over there. I think all the kings are stuck in the catapults. We have Blackbeard raining down boulders on them. We have a king versus Lady Redjade there. Oh, King won despite being at like a sneeze away from dying. While King is good enough to take down the melee units here, there's way too many ranged units for this to ever be in their favor. But like, you see, very close with those two. But the ranged units would have just done them in. So Secret Faction gets a win. The game is not going to like this one. It's the Keeper's Rise franchise versus the Vikings. Specifically because there's like 200 units on the screen, I think. Something's in the stratosphere. I'm not sure what it is, but... all the Jarls are just murdering something. Who's back here? Is that, I think it's Ozol? I don't know. They aren't my creations. I don't need to know their names. All I need to know is that they're kicking butt. Well, hey, look at that. They have some presents to throw. Jarl's getting enraged, you know, it makes him invulnerable, just throwing up the ice walls. It's not gonna work. And there goes 3 more of them. Especially against Divine Arbiter Orbs, because those are just... sheesh. Those things deal damage. This is, I think, definitely going to be one of the better base game Tabs factions. The Wild West going up against Neo Undertook crossover. Now, I have a new way of lining things up. Anything like under 3,000 goes in the front line. From 3,000 to 5,000, I think I was doing, goes into the second line, and 5,000 up, which is pretty much like super expensive, goes in a super back line. Zarin going in and doing work against the freaking Deadeyes, the scariest unit that like base game Tabs has. And they just ran through the Wild West. This town ain't big. This town ain't big enough for the 2 of us, or something, I guess. And next up brings us to the Ultimates faction against the Historical faction. Now, Historical has 1 unit that can actually fight. So, this is where all of our attention needs to be. This pocket right here. It's literally just protected the Riot Police until they manage to kill everything, hopefully. ultimate summoner making him bow. Does the axe outrange them? And the axe... Oh, it doesn't matter what your range is when the enemy just teleports on top of you. And this is another match that is literally just going to be a challenge of keep Bird God alive, because if Bird God lives, they win. It's Miscellaneous 2 versus the... Ow, Jesus. It's Miscellaneous 2 versus the Animals faction, and, well, they're starting to ball. And it was the whole, if one of them dies, they all pretty much die with Bird God, unfortunately. Probably the clones is what did them in, I would have to say. The second Miscellaneous faction manages to move on and get a win. Next up brings us to Saving Our Country versus Spooky faction. Yes, I know how to possess a unit. I don't need your advice. Now, do the Reapers stand a chance, as well as the Swordcasters, because that's what this is. None of the other units were gonna do anything. And there goes, oh, I was gonna say, there goes most of the Reapers. They couldn't kill V there, but yeah, the Brute over here just kind of said, "Yeah, yeet." Punched them all right in the face. Next up is going to be the Deltarune faction, who's got some new members to introduce. It's Spamton G Spamton with his trusty M16. It's the Queen. It's Birdly, Noel Holiday, Task Manager, Spamton Neo, and the Giga Queen versus the Ancient faction, which is another one of the factions from base game that will probably do well because the Ballista is the highest damaging thing in our game. But it's just, will they be able to?
Audience, if you do not specifically beat Lee, I'm gonna be very disappointed.
What you say?
Specifically, Birdly needs to die. He, in particular, needs to go.
He's stuck under a cow, so I think he's pretty much. I think we can call him dead. Enough. Good enough. Stay there, Birdly. Unfortunately, just the ice proves to be too much. Probably the ice storms on the poor Ballista. We have one Zeus left trying to fight all of Deltarune. It did not work.
I can imagine.
Now, depending on how these Swatcha aim, this could go in the way of the Dynasty, but it is Friday Night Funkin' versus the Dynasty faction. Begin.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, brilliant play from the Sarvents. Just teleport behind, make the Hwatches rain down arrows all over the field. Now, I brought this up like a minute ago, but it wasn't on camera, but we don't get to see much of the smaller units fighting. It's all big units versus big units, which that's kind of by design of a tournament. We'll get to see the smaller units duke it out in later matches. For now, there's one Monkey King trying to take on the entirety of Friday Night Funkin', or at least these like 20+ mods. And
Best of luck.
He failed. Really in time to start recording again. Anyway, while I'm here with this, I'm gonna bring up how if there's any unit that somehow costs over 4,000 or over 10,000, they get to be at the back. Because I have like 6
please
units
tell me
that
you
do
got that on recording.
What you're? Yeah.
Monkey.
And now it's time for Miscellaneous versus the Pirates. Get Bubbles the Clown getting whaled by a cannonball. I caught that one. the Katana Master going in ham on the captains, just trying to slice them all apart. Have yet to see where Melee Master should probably be somewhere around here. He's like one of the strongest units I made. Of course, you have Satan back there, just doing his thing. Got the Wraith in here. Props. I mean, they put up a fight, but it wasn't gonna go well from the start. Next up is going to be Undertale versus the Renaissance. So the guns are all dead. I was gonna say, could guns have defeated the monsters? But it doesn't matter if they all get Shocker Breakered into oblivion by Azrael. And we have horses doing.
What the fuck is that?
Thanks, Frisk. Thanks for the horses doing
that
backflip.
What doing?
Oh, it's just the Da Vinci tanks left. So, wooden tanks versus monsters.
No,
that's an
wait,
issue.
we need to talk about what the fuck that one horseback rider was doing. We need to talk about that.
He was trying to make love to the horse. It's an
no!
Renaissance
That's
furries.
a lot worse than I thought.
Renaissance furries, even.
Oh.
Birds are not very effective against a wooden tank, but fire probably is. Oh yeah, fire is very effective against a wooden tank. Who would have guessed?
I know, who would have thought that fire would be useful against wood?
Oh yeah, Undying the Undying took like no damage throughout the fight, so things weren't gonna go well anyway. Alright, now actually this might low-key... Actually, this could be one of the only games where the base game takes it, because you got the Divine Arbiter back there. Their book is really good. They're gonna start reading like a lot, but we have Undertale AUs versus the Light faction. I refuse to call it the Good faction because that is such a stupid name. It is the Light faction. Oh, but it doesn't matter.
They're all dead!
Did epic things.
I was gonna ask that too. I was thinking it deep in the back of my mind, like, man, it'd be really funny if this, right after he says all this, they just die.
They got one Chronomancer off the ground. It controls time, but I mean, unfortunately for them, for the Light faction, time manipulation is something the AUs are used to.
Just them. So you trying to use time manipulation? That's sweet.
Next up, we have My Hero Academia versus the Dark faction, because I refuse to call it the Evil faction. All of the Tempest Liches just got murdered by All for One. Well, can the leader of Hell is just being impaled repeatedly. Some of them got off the ground.
Can I just
one of
point
them
out the
just got
fact that
punched
the evil guys are gonna
really hard. Oh, All Might is just punching them, doing All Might things. Really
yeah, there
hard.
it is. He's dead. I kind of expected it to go about that way.
Next up brings us to two servers on Discord that I used to be a part of. Anyway, bunch of OCs here. And if OCs being original character, I thought it was official character at one point, and I mean it still could kind of be official character, but it's more of the time just original character. Now this isn't gonna go well because Blade over there on red, it's real good. He's got a lot of things going for him as a unit. A lot of things that most factions don't have, just in general. Anti-projectile shield, good weapon, large HP pool, just good ability
And he did.
all around. It just wasn't gonna matter. Elements faction, highly underrated, but going against probably the first faction that actually held a place in history with Undertale crossover. got a lot of good units in there. Got a lot of top 50 units in their faction. It's kind of... Fire Breath is gonna be iffy though. There, down goes Danielle. What do we got over here? That's rank, I think. Something's dead under the fire there. I can't tell who it is. But you got me in the back just with my rocket launchers, you know, doing rocket launcher things. Take a single step back. Also, don't shoot yourself because that would be a bad thing. There go, down goes one Wind Warlord. Oh wait, can he even hit the Thunders? Or no, that's the Ice King. Never mind. Oh nope, there is a Thunderzar in there. Oh, been crisped. It's fairly close. Here, let's remove one Wind's Warlord. Actually, no, one Ice King. And that will get us to... Or no, yeah, it's gonna have to be one Wind Warlord. That'll get us to about even costs on both sides. This is one that's definitely gonna come down to luck. Particularly, how accurate are these bazooka shots? And also, I mean, something like that, with Danielle just doing the Omaimomo Shinu through, like, the entire group of Lava Lords. Because the Lava Lord is powerful, it's like a top 20 unit they have. What we got over here? Yeah, this is why the Lava Lord is a good unit. Fire is stupid. It's just dumb. It has a really big pushback. Oh, I shot myself. Cool. It has a good pushback. It does lots of damage. It's just good.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Don't shoot the ground there. Oh.
Oh fuck. Oh, it could. Fuck could.
Oh, that enrage. No. I thought maybe possibly to get up. There goes one Ice King. And now the thing with the Ice Kings is that they have a really hard time killing like anything that ever existed ever.
Shit.
Okay, well nope, that's the game.
Oh no! Why would you shoot the floor, you dumbass?
Literally,
that
both of these two were one hit away, and as we can see here, there was enough time to get another 2 volleys of rockets out. But so far, good job to the Elements for being the first faction to win with the cheaper. It's Legacy versus Anime. Can Anime handle a tank? Well, there goes one Inosuke just getting blasted in the face by a tank. So there's a lot of Demon Slayer. I have like Sebastian from Black Butler, I believe. Sada from Sword Art Online, and then Madara and Itachi from Naruto. Floor's dead. It's a Super Boxer just punched him down for Inosuke. There.
Oh shit, the Super Boxer going in!
Bro, this one peasant. The Banner Bearer died. Is he gonna be able to get in on Itachi? Because if he does, I'm pretty sure that... Or no, it's not even Itachi now. Those are Madara's. He died of fall damage. Oh, the 2 Itachis are still left. This is unfortunate, Super Boxer.
Why do you say that?
Because they have birds. They're gonna flip him the bird quite literally.
That
It's
sucks.
it's not the
Oh,
finger,
damn it.
it's the bird.
So
Like the actual
close.
bird. Next up is going to be Doki Doki Fan and City versus Team Fortress 2. Now, this could go very horribly for one side, depending on what the engineer has decided to build today. Apparently it's nothing. So,
Hey, you know what? Fuck it. I'm building nothing today. Fuck this shit. Too much work.
so he's just gonna be battle edgy for today. But will Pyro be able to make up for that? Because Pyro is strong. Because again, fire is just a menace. So we have Yato trying to jump in and, you know, do things, and he's dead over there.
And who's the ones fighting these people? TF2?
Doki Doki, Fan and City. So Willow, Wither, and Dova are left over here. Oh, good job, Soldier.
Soldier for the win.
Up heavy for the win, more so. Considering that the side that would benefit from having random scenarios, one, we don't need to go to another one.
Oh yeah, that's
this
right.
brings us to the last match of round 1, the Holiday faction versus Evertail.
Fuck, that's
Well,
funny.
we had an elf this is gonna be an elf genocide.
It's gonna be a genocide.
I mean, you got just a massive dragon walking in. Someone's wielding a tree.
Someone's wielding, literally wielding
Oh my
a
god,
tree.
all
that
that
is the
damage is just horrendous for the Holiday faction because they had to be so grouped up. Oh,
literally are doing nothing. They're doing nothing to the other team.
Have they killed it? Oh, they didn't even kill Callan, the joke unit that I put in this faction.
It's fucking funny.
Because I was in a call with people who played the game and said, who else should I have? And they said adding Callan, but make her really small, and so I did. But with that being said, that's round 1 in the books. I hope you enjoyed, and as always, have a good day.